Hey everybody, I'm Alex Pearl, and this is Alex Smells. Cozy and huggable. Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about diamonds and rubies, specifically the eau de parfum. Why is that? Because I prefer it over the eau de toilette, more on that later, and I'm too broke to afford the pure parfum, so yeah. Diamonds and Rubies was released in 1993 for Elizabeth Taylor Fragrances, and the nose behind it is Sophia Grossman. She's one of my favorite noses, and she's kind of the queen of the spiced peach. I really dig her work. The batch code for my current bottle is, I don't know, it just says an A, so I couldn't find out when it was manufactured, but I do know that it's legit and it's really good. I've got this half-ounce ampule style bottle, and I think it's nice enough. You can put it in your pockets, that's fine. But the problem with it is that it's kind of hard to handle and spray accurately with my big giant man hands. I know that Diamonds and Rubies is thought of as a flanker for white diamonds, and a lot of people tend to lump all of the diamonds and together and say that oh, they're all similar, they must be similar. No, they're not. Diamonds and Rubies has no civet, it has no aldehydes, it's less of a flanker to white diamonds, and it's more of its own species, so best to think of it that way. So the accords that I get from Diamonds and Rubies are as follows. I get powdery, I get sweet, I get spicy, woods, floral, and I'm just gonna say mixed floral because there's all kind of stuff going on in here. There's white floral, yellow flora, there's rose, etc. So just let's say mixed. And fruit. The notes, according to Base Notes and Fragrantica, are kind of insane. It's this gigantic list of notes, which happens a lot with 90s fragrances, and I don't mind that, but I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm not reading off of a list. I'm not gonna memorize all of this stuff. So the notes listed are as follows: rose, peaches, almond wood, lilac, lily, white musk, spices, which is kind of a generic term, I'm gonna get into more specifics later, heliotrope, good old ylang-ylang, got some jasmine, cedar, lily of the valley, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, benzoin, cinnamon, and here's the thing, orchid is listed as a note, but most of the time when I see orchid listed as a note, this is pure fantasy. Most orchids have no scent. There's one that I can think of off the top of my head that does, the Maxillaria orchid, but 99% of orchids go up, you smell them, they don't smell like anything. It's a fantasy note. Perfumers, stop trying to pull the wool over our eyes and convince us orchids have a scent. A Phalaenopsis orchid is just gonna spontaneously smell like something. It's pure fantasy and it's BS. Stop it. So how about the notes that I get when I put this on? The first of those are the spices. Now the spices that I get are mostly clove, but I do smell some nutmeg, which is kind of sweet and kind of spicy at the same time, and I do also get some of the cinnamon. I get plenty of the peach, and the kind of weird thing is in the eau de parfum, the peach smells more mellow and more like a true peach. It's balanced well with the spices, but here in the eau de toilette, what you smell comes across more kind of like peach Jolly Ranchers. It smells kind of like ultra sweet faux peach in the eau de toilette. I get that creamy powdery sandalwood and almond wood, And then here's something kind of unusual. I get a note that smells to me like orris. It smells to me like iris, that sort of like sweet powderiness note, but I understand that it's a melange of a lot of the flora. I kind of I get what it is. It's probably, you know, the heliotrope and a lot of other items that are involved here just working in concert to smell like orris, but it comes across like a note of orris to me. I do get that fantasy rose, that like sweet pink idea of rose. I do get some of the creamy ylang-ylang, but not much. Just like a little bit. I do get some of the cozy white musk, and it's supporting everything else in a nice way that even when it's not dominant, the white musk is still giving everything this sort of like cozy, comfy feel, and I dig that. You do get some of the jasmine. I do get some of that like vanilla, benzoin, like warm sweetness, and a little bit of the dustiness from benzoin. And I do get like a little bit of the amber, but just late in the dry down, and not much. So what is it that comes to mind when I smell Diamonds and Rubies? I think of Grandma Angel. She is incredible. I love this lady, and not just because she's my grandma. If I met her at random, if she was just my patient, or I ran into her on the street, I would be like, her, she's cool. Her name isn't even Angel, we just call her that. Why? Because it's accurate. So here's the thing, she doesn't say like hi or hello when you come over and you visit her. She like buzzes you into the condo and you're coming down the hallway and you hear woohoo, like this is the kind of lady that she is. She's on another level. Even more than the fact that she's super cool and real and sweet and smart and fun. The biggest thing is my Grandma Angel raised my mom and my mom's two sisters as a single mom, and that must have been incredibly tough, and that takes a lot of grit and a lot of character, and I admire her for that to no end. She is a tough lady, she's a cool lady, and it hasn't made her cynical. Like, she has a genuine, loving, sweet heart, and I love this woman so much. I'm gonna dedicate this video to her. Love you, Grandma Angel. I'm super proud to be her grandson, and I think of her every single time I wear Diamonds and Rubies. I'm wearing it right now, and I'm thinking about her. I think that she wears Diamonds and Rubies. I think, but here's the weird thing. I don't know for certain. What I do know is every single time I smell Diamonds and Rubies, it makes me think of her. And why is that? I think it's the spiced peach. She even says peachy keen, like unironically. # bring back peachy keen, come on. All right, so coming back to it, let's get to the ratings part of the show. As far as scent goes, I'm gonna give Diamonds and Rubies an A. It's not in my top 10, but Diamonds and Rubies is something that I really love. It's complex, it's unique, and it effortlessly balances that, sweetness, the powderiness, and the spices. For longevity, I'm gonna give Diamonds and Rubies a solid B. It lasts for about 5 hours with good projection on my skin. As far as projection goes, I'm gonna give this a C. So it projects just to about an arm's length away, which is fine. But I love a powerhouse. I love something that's gonna like explode all over the place and fill a room and fill a house and be crazy obnoxious. But Diamonds and Rubies is more soft than that. It's something that's more socially acceptable than that, and that's kind of like, I wish it was bigger. But it still gets good projection, arm's length away. Gonna give it a C. Overall, I give Diamonds and Rubies a B+. I both love it strictly in and of itself, and I love it for sentimental reasons, so what's not to like? closing thoughts. Would I buy it again? Yes, I have. This is the first bottle, that same kind of like ampule style half-ounce bottle. I cashed this one about a year ago, and I bought the bottle that I'm using right now. So yes, I will always have Diamonds and Rubies in my collection. No pun intended, but on the sly, pun intended. Diamonds and Rubies is a hidden gem. There's like nobody on here talking about this. There's like one other person, but like, come on, people are sleeping on this. It's legit good. It's not the same kind of ultra sweet gourmand that you find out on the streets, but to me, that's like a feature. That's not a bug. I dig the fact that it is also powdery. I like the fact that there's not just like vanillic sweetness, but you also get sweetness from the peach, that you have it balanced out with the spices. I like these things. They're cool to me. Plus, if you're wearing it, it's gonna be distinct and different from all the rest of the noise. So there's that too. I do wanna hear from all of you, because I wanna hear, like, have you tried the Pure Parfum? How is it? How does it compare to the EDP and the EDT? Have you tried just the EDT? And was it too Jolly Ranchers sweet for you? Talk to me about it. I wanna hear what your journey with Diamonds and Rubies happens to be. Every time I wear Diamonds and Rubies, I get this like cozy, friendly, huggable, happy vibe. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't dig that, for real? I like it. I know that some people think of it as like too 90s, that it's too mature, but it's not. It's legitimately good. It's super, super comfy and cozy. You just want to like hug it and snuggle it all day. Give it a try, give it a shot. All right, I've gone on long enough. I just wanted to say thank you for watching. I hope you stick around for the next one. I hope that you liked it. Tell me your thoughts. I love ya, and goodbye. Stretching. Oh. I turn off the AC so that you all don't hear the forced air going in the background, and like by the time I'm done with each video, it is hot in here. The things we do for love.